So what's happening in the world, everyone else? It's me again, Courtney, doing my predictions. This time it's for UFC 113, Machida versus Shogun 2. And this will take place on Saturday the 8th of May 2010 at the Bell Centre, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Main event on the fight card is Lyoto Machida versus Mauricio Shogun Hua. Lyoto Machida is the light heavyweight champ of the UFC, the world. He's 6'1", he's got undefeated 16-0 record. Machida is a karate stylist, very elusive, very hard to hit. If you watch any of his fights, you want him to get hit. I always wanted to get hit, but he never does, apart from his last fight. He's just too hard to hit, so people don't hit him. He hits people because he launches in and out, punches and kicks, knees, whatever. Just over his half of his wins have come via decision. But his last 5 fights have all been wins. So and he's on a 16-fight win streak. And how many fights he's had in the UFC as well? You can't beat him. But he's fighting Mauricio Shogun Hua again. Shogun is 6'1", I think. He's got an 18-4 record. He's the prior 2005 Grand Prix champion. In that tournament, he beat some good guys: Alistair Overeem, Ricardo Arona, Rampage. He's a really good fighter. He's got sick Muay Thai. Jiu-Jitsu is really good. I think he's a brown belt. I would think he's a legitimate brown belt because his ground game is good. I've seen it in Pride. I've seen it in other matches, previous matches, but it's not been seen in the UFC yet. So I'm hoping he pulls something off. He finishes a lot of his fights. He's very spectacular. He's got nice kicks. He's a really good fighter. Although his clinch work, I'm not sure what his clinch work in wrestling wise. I'm not sure how good that is. But his clinch, Muay Thai clinch, will be good. And I say the Jiu-Jitsu game is really good as well. His last fight was a loss against Machida, which should have been a win. His last 5 fights, he's had 3 wins and 2 losses. Barring, I hope Cecil Peoples isn't judging this fight again because that guy's a disgrace. But anyway, I'm picking Shogun to win the fight, and I think the way Shogun can win it is if he does the same thing as last time, but possibly speeds it up. So not waiting for so long. Although he has to be patient, not waiting for so long to kick him, getting Machida down. I think he should take him down, try and take him down as well. If Machida wants to win, he's got to. I think he's got to step up his game. He's got to take the fight to Shogun, basically. But anyway, I'm picking Shogun to win. Next fight on the card is Josh Koscheck versus Paul Daly. Josh Koscheck is 5'10". He's got a 14-4 record. He's a former contestant on The Ultimate Fighter. He's a Division 1 wrestler, really good wrestler. His stand-up's always improving. His stand-up's really good now, and he's very quick as well. That's the thing. His takedowns are just, and you're up in the air and you're on your ass. His takedowns are really good. As I said, his stand-up's improving. I think he's getting to the stage now where he can stand and bang. He's proved it with Anthony Johnson. I think he says he's going to stand and bang with Daly, but no, not a good idea. His last 5 fights have been 3 wins and 2 losses. His last fight was against Johnson, Anthony Rumble Johnson, who he beat by a rear naked choke. But he's fighting Paul Daly, who's got a 23-8-2 record. He's 5'9". This guy is very powerful. That left hook's a killer. He's representing Roughhouse in the UK. So we don't mind him picking. But yeah, Daly's he got a good takedown defense as well. It's underrated, although he defended the takedowns from John Alessio in MFC, Maximum Fighting Championships. That's in a ring. He defended the takedown very well in there. But although Alessio is not as great as wrestler as Koscheck, I still think he's got a chance at defending the takedown. But even if he does get taken down, I think he'll pop straight back up. His last fight was a win against Dustin Hazler, who he pummeled. And he finishes a lot of his fights as well. In his last 5 fights, he's had 4 wins and 1 loss. So he's on a 4-fight win streak in the UFC, from the UFC. Coming into the UFC. Not coming into the UFC. Coming into the UFC and being in the UFC, sorry. The key for Daly to win this fight is he has to be patient. possibly not get involved in too many exchanges with Koscheck, because Koscheck could switch it at any time and try and take him down. Koscheck says he's going to stand and bang. I don't think he will, or he may do. I don't know. Koscheck, you never know with Koscheck. He's got a poker face. You just don't know. But I think they could possibly knock him out. If Koscheck gets brave and wants to stand up and bang, I think Daly will catch him. Next fight on the card. This is going to be a really quick one. Sam Stout versus Jeremy Stevens. Sam Stout's got 15-5 and 1 record. He's 5'9". He's hailing from. He comes from Canada, somewhere in Canada. I'm not sure. Sorry. So he's the hometown kid, home country kid, whatever you want to call him. He's looked very focused as of late in his last few fights. I think that's down to training with Sean Tompkins. His stamina has always been good, and this guy hasn't been finished since 2006. His last 5 fights, he's had 3 wins and 2 losses. He's fighting Jeremy Stevens, who's got a 16-5 record. He's 5'9". He swings for the fences. He's got a strong hand. You see, he likes to finish a lot of his fights too. But I don't think he's going to finish Sam Stout. This fight, I'm picking Sam Stout to win via TKO or decision. Next fight on the card is Kevin Kimbo Slice Ferguson versus Matt Mitrione, the meathead, whatever you want to call him. Kimbo Slice has got a 4-1 record. He's 6'2". This guy's improved. Oh, everyone knows him. I'm not going to rabbit on about what he's done in the street and whatever. But his MMA is improving. He's training at American Top Team. He's shown that he wants to be a mixed martial artist. He hits hard, man. And he was in the last series of the Ultimate Fighter as well. He's fighting Matt Mitrione, who also was on the last series of the Ultimate Fighter. He's got 1-0 record. He's 6'2". He hits hard as well, and he's got nice leg kicks. But in the show, in the Ultimate Fighter show, he gassed later in the later rounds. But Kimbo's already been to. Has he been to the decision? Kimbo's been to the distance in the UFC basically in his last fight against Houston Alexander. But for this fight, I'm picking Kimbo Slice to win. I think he's got what it takes to beat the meathead Mitrione. I hope Kimbo doesn't get caught coming in like big baby Marcus Johnson. Is it Marcus Johnson? Yeah, I hope he doesn't get hit like that. But anyway, I'm picking Kimbo Slice to win. Kimbo's got a 4-1 record actually. He's only lost 1 fight. That was a TKO against Seth Petrucci, or whatever his name is. Next fight on the card is Patrick Cote versus Alan Belcher. Patrick Cote's got a 13-5 record. He's 5'11". He's another hometown kid. He's from somewhere in Canada too. Sorry, I don't know where. But actually, Montreal. I want to visit that place one day. He's a very heavy hitter. He's been out since October 2008 when he fought Anderson Silva and he injured his knee, so he's been out since then. So he may have a bit of ring rust. He's coming back, but he was on a 5-fight win streak before that lost Anderson. The TKO lost Anderson Silva. And in his last 5 fights, he had 4 wins and 1 loss, and the 1 loss being the TKO injury. And this guy's another tough guy, not been finished since 2006. And he tends to be submissions that finish him. And he's fighting Alan the Talent Belcher, who's got a 15-6 record. He's 6'2". This guy's, he's big for middleweight. He's got excellent Muay Thai. As I said before, he's a big guy. His last fight was a win against Wilson Govea, which I did pick him to win. And his last 5 fights, he's had 3 wins and 2 losses. In this fight, I don't see... Belcher could win via submission, basically. If he gets into the 4, he could submit Cote. But I'm picking Cote because he's got the... I don't know, I don't know. Oh... You know what? I'm gonna no. Change my mind. I was gonna pick Patrick Cote. I'm picking Alan Belcher. I've just convinced myself I'm gonna pick Alan Belcher to win this by TKO or submission. I've changed my mind. I was gonna pick Cote, but I'm picking Belcher because he's on a bit of a roll. Cote may have ring rust or whatever, but pick Belcher. Anyway, those are my opinions. I'm repping Primal Fight Gear today, thanks to the Combat Network magazine. Anyway, peace.